When the revolution comes. When the revolution comes. When the revolution comes.
Excited, pretty excited, yeah. It's pretty amazing. Been wanting to see it for years.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's quite close to it.
Here we are at the Rock. Just visited the cultural centre, got a bit of background information on it. I'm quite sort of awestruck by it all, and it's a great experience.
How are you going to get from here back to there?
Oh, just donations. Donations. Good.
So where are you guys from?
We're from Shepparton, Victoria.
There's different types as well.
And you know all about Jabiluka?
Oh yeah, heard a bit of it on the news and stuff.
Yeah, what do you reckon about it all?
Oh, I know. It's probably wrong what they're doing.
And we're selling these for $4. Oh, we just thought we'd come round for a cup of tea. Hi, Ma, how are you?
How you doing, darling? Oh, mate.
It's a desert, man. What do you expect?
Come to join the convoy, have you?
Yeah, finally.
Oh, so where have you guys come from?
Originally, Sydney.
Yeah, but where have you come from now?
Today, Alice.
And these are processes that are done in America, but it's from American companies.
What would you recommend for these guys? What kind of music?
Techno or trance? This is a really good tape.
We're travelling around Australia to raise awareness about uranium mining.
Yeah.
We've got some free info if you want some. But we're also raising money, so we...
I don't even know what it is.
Well,
Just
yeah,
pretend
just
you
read
know.
that. But basically, they're planning mines, like huge uranium mines in Takapuna National Park.
Oh yeah.
Latest edition of Sporadical. Get it here. Last chance. The underground protest Bible of today. While stocks last. Only $4 and it's yours. Tell us a bit about Sporadical, PD, while we're packing the school up. Sporadical's packed with info gathered from around the place in Sydney and Melbourne. A lot of Jabiluka stuff. There's a lot of Goolanguk stuff. There's a bit of little bit of advertising, friends, you know, and a few stories, bit of stuff off the net, reviews of music, underground doof stuff. This is number 5, and may there be many more. Okay, here we go. It's getting a bit dark.
We're handing out information to passers-by, and some of us have been twirling and juggling. We've just been at the main shopping complex.
And what's happening tomorrow night?
And tomorrow night we're having a party, and we've been telling all the staff as well about it.
You're getting
all.
a good response from people?
Absolutely. They're hanging for a party out here. The general manager was a dude that we had a bit of a confrontation with last night when we tried to hand out information about Jabiluka.
Just get the feeling that they weren't into us. Get the feeling that the whole feeling of that tourist resort is out of character of the land.
That's that place where you stop.
I know how, but Uluru National Park, that's the green, isn't it? So the road
That's
is
the road.
this is this stuff.
So this is all Aboriginal land.
Yeah.
We're not in national park.
Well, who's going to do the Aboriginal liaison today?
Let's make contact with the people a priority today.
Okay, now as far as the party goes, we haven't got any lights.
Yeah, we've got a black light.
A black
We've got
light.
UV.
Yeah.
Got a slide projector. Most of the people we spoke to are right into it. It's just the authorities and the delegates who feel a bit opposed to it because we're sort of gone beyond the boundaries of the system, what they've got going. The little closed, the protocol, the closed-net community of Uluru, the white closed-net community. Yulara, sorry.
Providing you
well prepared. This is easier than a nightclub. Nightclubs are nightmares. Have the mirror ball up here. There's lots of space to play with. Two 1000 watt amplifiers, that's 500 a side. There's 400 watt amp, 200 a side.
You don't think it's blasphemous playing screaming loud sound systems on sacred land?
It's a celebration, so no, certainly not. It's system crossover. It's a celebration of life and everything that, like, what we stand for. Really essential thing for techno of any sort is a compressor or some kind of limiter.
What do you think our movement does stand for?
Change for more enjoyment of life. That's the dance floor out here. Rocks, pretty much that away. The ogles, pretty much that away. And you can see them from the top of that dune.
And that's where Petey's painting them, isn't it?
That's where Petey's painting. That's where I stayed last night. So I just woke up and looked over, and there was the rock with the sun coming up.
So Pete, you've done this since this morning, haven't you?
How long has it been?
About 2 hours probably.
Yeah, I got it down pretty quick.
Pete, what have you used for the colours to get those mad desert colours?
Well, I'm a bit limited. You see, my run out of a lot of paints, and the varnish leaked everywhere.
What about you, Jed? Do you want to show us what you've been up to, mate?
I just got a little sketch going here. I've squashed them a bit in together. This is just for later reference, really. I couldn't resist it.
Well, it's been a good active day for us. We're in the heartland of the heartland, and we've got permission, mate.
Yeah, who have we got permission from?
We've got permission from the tribe who owns this land.
Yeah, from one of their representatives, have we?
From one of the representatives. His name is Rupert. He works at their cultural centre. He works over at Uluru Resort also.
I do remember like, you know, really that the local elders really took us in, and they gave us, for instance, I forget what his name was it Rupert? He gave us a tour around Uluru, and he showed us local bush tucker that he said we could try, and it just felt really like a really nice meeting of cultures.
There seem to be reports coming back about excited locals and stuff.
Ooh, plenty of them. Old town, the buzz.
Really?
Buzz.
I don't think anything like this has ever happened here before, has it?
I don't think so.
Oh, a couple of corroborees have gone down around here.
Yeah, do you reckon, mate?
A couple of old school doofs.
Yeah, it's just carrying on what goes down here, eh?
Yeah.
No, I think this is just another chapter on the ongoing saga of the Oms Not Bombs tour. Different locations, different sort of themes, different energies, different ley lines.
You work down at the resort. Do I have any words? What's it like? What's it like working there?
Yeah, it's a bizarre redneck
Really?
money zone. Because it's the only resort here that has a complete monopoly on the area, so basically they can set their own codes of agenda. To be out in such a, magical, like such a sacred place, and so many people just don't acknowledge that, and they stay at the resort.
They're scared of young people being able to speak their minds, I think. For us, it's such a faceless creature, this management of Ayers Rock Resort that we never see.
People actually feel that they might lose their jobs if they come to the party tonight.
That's what they've been told, yeah.
Been told by who?
Being told by the management that the police will come out here, and if they're caught here, dancing and enjoying themselves, that they'll be given 48 hours to leave.
Really? That sounds totally bizarre. So do you think people because we got an amazing vibe yesterday of people, and they seemed really excited.
Yep, yesterday people were fully vibed to come out here, and a few people still are.
But do you think that's going to ruin some of our crowd tonight?
Yeah.
So you want to know about Yulara, do you? Well, Yulara actually means howling in the local Pitjantjatjara language. Howling as in dingoes howling, because Ayers Rock is devil dog dreaming. Now the resort town itself was developed a bit like a company town. It was built by a company, I think, based from the Surfers Paradise, and they planned the place rather than the place growing spontaneously as a lot of towns grow. And as you know, well, when you plan a place, it loses that organic feeling and has lots of different zones of competing authority that you get in a town that grows organically. So here's Uluru, and here comes a swarm of doofers from all over the place, and there was bound to be trouble because this is a company town and they did not like spontaneity.
You guys are familiar faces from Melbourne. How did you come to be here in the middle of Uluru?
Well, we just thought we'd get out of Melbourne, go walkabout.
Where did you catch up with our crew?
We caught up with you guys in Uluru, which is on the Stuart Highway. We've all met in Melbourne, but we've done parties in Melbourne before, and yeah, it's good to have another party, especially at Uluru.
And apparently the word's gone out that the cops are coming down and anyone from the hotel who's caught here will be dismissed within 48 hours.
What?
Yeah, it's madness,
well, that's what you can expect from a fascist establishment.
In 2011, the Indigenous Land Corporation purchased the Ayers Lock Resort at Uluru and established Voyages Indigenous Tourism. The resort went on to provide jobs for more than 200 Indigenous people, where the former owners employed 2. Financial difficulties and disagreements over funds used for the purchase have been a point of controversy since the acquisition.